Table of Contents. Introduction to Easter. Easter is a festival that is celebrated every year in the spring. Along with Christmas, Easter is one of the most important festivals for Christians. It is the day that they celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. Easter is always on a Sunday. Many Christians go to church in the morning to hear the Easter story and to sing. For Christians and non-Christians, Easter is a fun time with colorful Easter eggs and lots of candy. Other fun things that happen on Easter are Easter egg hunts and Easter parades. Where did Easter start? Easter started in the city of Jerusalem in Israel. This is where Christians believe the resurrection of Jesus took place. Jerusalem is one of the oldest cities in the world. The oldest parts of the city are 5,000 years old. Jerusalem is an important city to the people of three of the biggest religions in the world: Christians, Jews, and Muslims. During its long history, Jerusalem was ruled by many different groups of people and kingdoms. At the time when Jesus lived in Jerusalem, the city was ruled by the great Roman Empire. How did Easter start? For Christians, Easter started on the day of the resurrection of Jesus. This event started the religion of Christianity. People who followed the teachings of Jesus were called Christians. Jesus was sometimes called Jesus Christ, and this is where the words Christian and Christianity come from. As time went on, the followers of Jesus began to form churches. Today, there are many churches all around the world. Easter ideas like coloring eggs and the Easter bunny giving Easter baskets full of candy began much later. Who celebrates Easter? Many people all around the world celebrate Easter. Easter began as a Christian festival, so most Christians celebrate Easter. There are many different groups of Christians, but they all celebrate Easter by going to church on Easter Sunday morning. Many non-Christians also celebrate Easter, but in a different way. They do not celebrate Easter by going to church, but they celebrate in other ways. Christians and non-Christians and adults and children can all have fun on Easter with Easter egg hunts and the giving of Easter baskets. When is Easter celebrated? The day that Easter is celebrated changes every year, and Christians in the West and Christians in the East celebrate Easter on different Sundays. We know that the resurrection of Jesus happened about 2,000 years ago, but no one knows the exact day or date or year. Later on, the leaders of the Western Church decided that Easter would be celebrated on the first Sunday after the full moon that happens closest to March 21st. This means that it is based on a lunar calendar. Easter falls between March 22nd and April 25th. Eastern churches, like ones in Russia, celebrate Easter on a later date. How is Easter celebrated? For Christians, Easter is celebrated in a church which is decorated with spring flowers. Many of these flowers are big white lilies. There are songs, and the leader of the church reads the story of the resurrection of Jesus. After church, many Christian families gather for a big meal. Some non-Christian families also do this because Easter is a time for everyone to get together and eat and have fun. When children first wake up in the morning, they look for their baskets full of candy. Then they look for colorful Easter eggs that have been hidden for them to find. What kinds of food are eaten on Easter? Candy, candy, candy. This is what children find in their Easter baskets when they wake up on Easter Sunday morning. but parents tell their children to eat just a little bit of candy at a time. Most people do not eat the colorful Easter eggs that are a part of the Easter egg hunt. These eggs are not kept in the refrigerator for long periods of time, so they are sometimes not safe to eat. Different kinds of food are eaten for Easter in different parts of the world. Pretzels are eaten in Italy. Pancakes called blinis are eaten in Russia, and an almond and orange cake is eaten in Greece. Where else in the world is Easter celebrated? Easter is a Christian festival, so it is celebrated in places where many Christians live. But it is also celebrated by non Christians. So Easter is celebrated all around the world. Easter is always on a Sunday. So some countries make Friday a holiday, while other countries make Monday a holiday. Easter is celebrated in many places in North America, South America, and all over Europe. In the Northern Hemisphere, Easter is celebrated in the springtime, but Australia is in the Southern Hemisphere, so Australians think of Easter as a time to harvest crops in the fall. Easter in Rome. One of the most interesting places to celebrate Easter is in Rome. After the resurrection of Jesus, Rome was a city where Christianity grew. Soon a church was built here, and it became known as St. Peter's Basilica. Peter was a follower of Jesus, and a basilica is a large church. In front of the basilica is a huge square. For Easter, St. Peter's Square is decorated with very beautiful flowers. There are lots of people, and it is a very exciting time. It is springtime, so the weather is often sunny. The Pope, the leader of this church, comes out to talk to the people. Then it's time to eat. Easter eggs and the Easter Bunny. Easter began as a Christian festival. It is still a Christian festival, but many non-Christians also celebrate this fun springtime holiday. So where did the eggs and the bunny come from? Some people believe that the word Easter comes from the word Istra. Istra was a goddess of spring. There is a story that she found a bird that was dying from the cold weather. Istra turned the bird into a bunny so its fur could keep it warm. But the bunny still laid eggs like a bird. The bunny painted the eggs and gave them to Istra to thank her.